Really crucial. You know, we knew we needed a second, but I was never concerned we weren't going to get it. I don't know why. It's just a feeling we'll get it. And we did. Normally you get euphoria because you're going through to the next round, or you know you're winning 3 points, or you win. The reward is football based. Not that night. It was seeing the smile on Gerrard's face after, you know. He meant so much to me in many ways. It was really sad news when I heard of him passing, and he became my friend as well as my manager. True gentleman, family man, somebody who cared about his players. I was very fortunate that I got to go to Anfield. There was a memorial for Gerrard. It was nice to have that at Anfield, you know, where we created so many special memories.
FIA Formula 2, here we go.
All pushing hard, giving it everything.
Could we see records broken? Whoa, almost contact. Oh, the driver's in trouble.
That would have cost him.
Who's going to be the next driver to go to F1? The battle is on. This is the Moi International Sports Centre in Nairobi, affectionately the Kasarani Stadium, where Kenya and Democratic Republic of Congo are meeting in a Group A fixture of the 2024 Total Energies African Nations Championship. Well, Kenya find themselves leading in what is their first ever match at an African Nations Championship by a 0-0, courtesy of Austin Odiambo just moments before half-time. Democratic Republic of Congo, though, bring pedigree and an ability to win into this fixture. They are playing their 27th African Nations Championship match here and now. Kenya are playing their first. They bring a certain effervescence and experience as well, despite the fact that only one squad member has genuine experience at this level. African Nations Championship. That is the captain in Mika Mishe. There's the goal scorer for Kenya, Austin Odhiambo, and there was a rampant goal scorer in his playing days, Benny McCarthy. In his first season in the Premier League, he finished second in the goal-scoring charts, 17 goals at Blackburn Rovers, won the UEFA Champions League with Porto, amongst his many, many plaudits over the years. A man that scored twice against Democratic Republic of Congo in the semi-finals of the 1998 Africa Cup of Nations to see South Africa into the final, where they hoped to defend their title against Egypt. They unfortunately lost that fixture. Elton Kayembe is going to be making his way on. One of the standout stars of the new league champions in Democratic Republic of Congo. Josue Kazema from St. Eloi Lupopo. Fine winger he is. Both 24-year-olds. Making their way on now. It's a double change. Bieye is off. St. Eloi Lupopo's Kazema is on. And Le Aigle de Congo's Kayembe is on. Half-time changes. Second half is underway. Kenya, who turn out in the red, are the side who lead by 1-0, courtesy of Austin Odhiambo. Historic first goal. And an assist, lest we forget, by David Sakwa. Dumba and Diumbieye, the two players whipped off at half-time. It's one of the two changes. Kazema's on, the Popo man, looking to get involved immediately. DRC, so we see the free kick awarded here. Aboud feels aggrieved and has a word with the assistant referee. Kazema the free kick. The tricky winger is Kazema. Set piece opportunity for a side making its 7th appearance at an 8th edition of the African Nations Championship, a joint record. Just a little hold up in play because the corner flag is needing to be replaced. It's the Liberian assistant on the far side, Joel Wongado, has managed to complete that. Jelly Chavani, meanwhile, is just having a little word with Masud Juma and Jeff Kitambala. Not too much jostling going on. Delivery in. Mondi with a punch away. Dombele to combine with players down the far flank. There's a lovely ball in towards Matobo. Brings it under control, but lost a moment. Allowed a little recovery time for Sakari. As the goal-scoring hero, he's being wildly applauded as he touches the ball. Konzi. Kukulea to go down the line. Here's Ogam, big tall striker who can hit it firm and true. Konzi. Back to Ufonge. So Kenya, no changes at the break. McCarthy's liked what he's seen, particularly in the closing stages of the opening half, I'd suggest. For DRC, they've made the couple of changes, having conceded late in the opening half. Matobo again looks dangerous, it finds the player, and that is a timely block by Mansour, closing down Basiala. Excellent work from Suleiman Mansour, The 19-year-old showing great maturity. That's the captain aboard, but it was Mansour who made the initial block. And the ball had got through. Again, a little jostling for position in the area. Mr. Juma and Jefta Kitambala getting to know one another a little too well. Away by Ogam. Basiala. Mayo Funyango. Still the Leopards maintain a presence inside that Kenya final third. Mr. Nodiambo with a little touch flicked into the path of Masud Juma. Controls it nicely, finds Onyango as well. Space opening up and a needed opportunity for Sakwa. Sakwa was making a brilliant run, but he's found Sakari instead. Sakwa looking to retreat to get on the ball. Sakwa recovers. Sakari's pass has gone astray. Now, Leopards again on the attack. Matobo, wily winger, and this one is a little off target. Under pressure from Umeja. Modus Ngoma. This DRC side over the years has produced many a familiar name in the African Nations Championship. They've won the tournament twice. They've had player of the tournament named twice as well. The legend in 2009, Pedro Mputu, was player of the tournament in the inaugural edition that DRC won. And then Meshak Elia was top scorer and player of the tournament in 2016. Oh, Mikamisha. He hit a little late, but he's straight back on his feet. Onyango with an apologetic hand up to his opponent. Jelly Giovanni allowing play to continue. Advantage accruing for DRC. Kitambala bounces off the defender and then fires high. Glorious opportunity for Democratic Republic of Congo. Silvestro Uino proving nothing more than a speed bump in the path of Kitambala on that occasion. Maduino has been steadily improving, and he made his international debut in September last year against Zimbabwe after impressing Kenya's emerging stars at the Kosafa Cup last year, where a couple of these players put their hands up, including Austin Odiambo, the goal scorer. Zema looking to inspire. Nicely stunned by Sakari. Read it well. The man that is known more commonly as Dante, Daniel Sakari. Kazema stays down. He just made his way onto the park, the tricky winger. Speed down that far side flank, just to go around the outside of Suleiman Mansour, showing his pace. It wasn't so much a challenge, it was, in fact, after he was trying to skip free, he almost comes down on Mansour's leg, which unwittingly sees him uprooted. To get back underway from a drop ball. Lands for Kokelea, the left back. There's Kitambala holding the ball up nicely. Basiala in support. Kokelea again. 3 players to aim at. Fails to pick out a teammate. Onyango bravely controls that and courageously works it away. Elton Kayembe was lurking there for DRC. Onyango scrambles it clear, and now a chance for Kenya through Masud Juma. Kalunji puts the ball out of play, and Masud Juma gestures to the crowd, who are utterly enlivened. Making their Chan tournament debut. One of two debutants, incidentally, at this edition, alongside Central African Republic. Kenya, the 33rd nation to play in the African Nations Championship. Abud with a little pass into a danger area. The two experienced campaigners for Kenya, not only for the domestically based side, but indeed for the senior international team. Juma and Abud looking to combine. Ifonge under a little pressure from Austin Odiambo. Congolese side that has missed only one edition. Galea will take quickly. Mukonzi, well, he tried to take quickly, but he was well forward of where referee Jelly Giovanni signalled the free kick needed to take place after Mukonzi was felled. Only missed the 2018 edition, did DRC. Failed to qualify. They are in danger of going 5 matches without a win if they can't overturn the deficit in this fixture. Two draws, 2 losses in their last 4 matches for Congo. Democratic Republic, who find themselves down by a goal to Kenya here. They lost to Cameroon in the 2020 quarterfinals, and they lost one of their matches and drew 2 in 2022 in Algeria, which was incidentally their first winless tournament. 3 matches, no wins, no goals either. Drew with Uganda in Côte d'Ivoire and then lost to Senegal 3-0, the eventual champions. Onyango steering it into the path of Ogam, who fails to advance it but sends it back towards Sakari. Kenya Police star made his international debut while he was still at Kariobangi Sharks in 2019. Frame of Uino, across to Omeja, looking forward towards Sakari. Very smart, intelligent player. He's not just smart on the pitch, he's smart with the books as well. Mr. Odiambo looking to advance Kenya's cause. Back with Sakari, who's got a degree in statistics and pure mathematics. Kitambala goes down, free kick Leopards. Just afterwards, it looked like a collision between Manogam and Ibrahim Matobo. 2 relatively young players. Says no to medical attention. And the medical attention is coming on for another Kenyan player who's down. This is the incident. Ogam saying that there was an elbow from Matobo. Looks like Suleiman Manzour, the player who's down. He's made a few brilliant interventions for Kenya today. Looking to inspire a nation, are Kenya. And they're doing it under Benny McCarthy so far. They lead by a goal to nil. Musiala has been one of the standout players for the Leopards. McCarthy and Vasilimonisakis having a little chat. Manzour is just going off for a little medical attention. Play gets back underway and the Mexican wave begins again. Here's the substitute with a thunderous effort. Kayembe unleashing one from range. He's not a stranger to scoring, is Elton Kayembe. And was one of the standout players as L'Aigle de Congo ended up claiming a maiden league campaign in only their second season of existence in Lina Foot. DRC top flight. Owino has really marshalled well against the significantly taller Kitambala. Again, showing some skill and ability down this near side flank, Matobo, but he's unable to find a teammate or indeed a finish. Kitambala was waiting. As we hit the hour mark in Nairobi, Kenya 1, Democratic Republic of Congo 0. There's still plenty of football to be played. Kenya on debut against the two-time champions. Matobo, another one of the players who will stand out for the Eagles, who claimed their first Lina Foot title this season. It broke the domination of the Lubumbashi Giants, Mazembe, and Kinshasa Giants, AS Vita. They've shared the league title between them every year since 2009. Such has been the domination of those two clubs. Mazembe, the record champions, 20 times. Kenya with 6 shots at goal, but importantly, they've got the 1 goal. 11 for DRC. Disappointingly for the Democratic Republic of Congo, only one of those 11 has been on target. Haven't really tested Omondi, and on a couple of occasions have missed gaping net. 2 free headers. Matobo. Kitambala looks to get away from Omeja. Can't find the pass away, and Kenya again show confidence in looking to run this ball out of their danger area. Swept forward by Oga, but it'll be cut out by Mukonzi. Sends it back towards Basiala. Kitambala's there to recover. The captain, Mikamishe, down the near side. Matobo again. They're using this left flank a lot more in recent minutes after using Kazema when he came off the bench for the opening few minutes of this second half. Omeja with a well-timed challenge, out for another corner. Another player down. It looks like Manzour again. And the teenager looks like he might be done. Benny McCarthy will be going towards his bench very shortly. In fact, I can tell you that Nabwire and Mushiri have got their vests off, they've got their match jerseys on. DRC have got a promising substitution in prospect. A little surprised to see that Matobo is the player who's making way. In fact, they've decided against making the change before the corner, so it will happen shortly. Oscar Kabwit to come on, delivery in, it's bouncing around, it could be there, and a scrambling save, courageous keeping from Omondi, dives at the feet of Kayembe to deny DRC an equaliser. Ball not cleared. Kenya with 10 players on the park, bear in mind. They're down one with Manzoor off for medical attention. Okonzi, second time in the game that he's had the goal at his mercy. And fails to score. Free kick to the Leopards. The left back being brought down. Basiala looks from range, takes a little deflection. It's come off Kitambala, so it'll be a goal kick. Benny McCarthy looking to rile the crowd up, feeling they've lost a little intensity. Kenya lead. They're 25 odd minutes away from a famous victory. The Harambee Stars, who certainly look re-energised. They're looking to keep with what has traditionally been the result for host nations and the African Nations Championships, and that's to start with a win. 20 minutes gone in the second half. Kenya 1, Democratic Republic of Congo 0. Omondi, rather remarkably, that ball not going to his teammates. Excellent distribution has by Omondi. Made his international debut a couple of years ago against Pakistan. Delivery into Kitambala. Slightly off balance, he was backpedaling and unable to get any power behind it. Sees his effort wide. So Masoud Juma has played his part and he makes way. Boniface Mushiri, the Ulinzi Stars man, is making his way on. Nabwir coming on to replace the injured Manzoor, who left the park a short while ago. The Kenya Police man. So you've got Ulinzi Stars and Kenya Police. Ulinzi means defence in Swahili. Ulinzi Stars, the club that Mushiri plays for, are the Defence Force club. Kabwit is still waiting for his chance to come on for the Democratic Republic of Congo. A little break in play as Kitambala is needing some help, just stretching. There's Kabwit on the right of your screen, very tricky player. And somewhat surprised he wasn't immediately in the starting lineup. Also Mwaku also standing at the ready, aiming to make his way on shortly. They are attacking players, both. So Kitambala looks to be struggling with a little cramp here. Play back underway. This was a short while ago. Backpedaling, just unable to reach it. And looked to be struggling with cramp after that. Mikamishe. Hold up. Lets him go. Dombele looking to work that ball past his opponent, can't do so. Kitambala still off. A couple of substitutes making their way towards the halfway line. Confirmation of the score. Just over 20 minutes to play. Kenya lead by 1-0. Kitambala is going to make way. He's already marched to the dugout, and he makes way for another striker, Osomwaku. While Ibrahim Motobo makes way for Oscar Kabwit. With Kenya hoping that Kabwit doesn't do what Kabwit often does, and that's score. Scored in both qualifying legs against Chad, did Kabwit. Among his several goal contributions for club and country this past season. Kitambala, his day is done. And Kabwit, unlike the bulk of his teammates, is a full DRC international. Plays under Sebastien Desabre, who is here in Nairobi supporting Odison Ngoma and the players. Long ball forward. Uwino seeking Sakwa. Couldn't quite find his teammate. Sakwa with the assist for Austin Odhiambo's goal, the only goal of the game so far. Seen 3 goals in this championship so far. Tanzania getting off to a 2-0 victory over Burkina Faso in the opening fixture in Group B. Sopu from the penalty mark. And then Mohamed Hussein, the phenomenal left-back who's contributed so significantly to Tanzanian success over the years, scoring a very fine-headed goal, his first for his country. Kenya, 20 minutes away from claiming an opening day victory of their own. Sakari walks back despondent after conceding the free kick. Zema down this near side flank, applying a little pressure, and the pressure proving telling. Papi Kukulea, the Lupopo man, stands over this. He's actually just marched away because Basiala's come charging in. Basiala low and flat, but ultimately not testing for the Bandari keeper Omondi. In the build-up, Aboud this time making the run. Possession has changed significantly. Democratic Republic of Congo enjoying far more possession in the second half, and they've nearly levelled it out. Kenya had nearly 2/3 of the possession across the opening half. Democratic Republic of Congo have been building for chances. Omondi called for that, saying he wanted it. Taking no chances though, as that ball came trickling in from Kabwit. Uwino sends it to safety. Zema under pressure. Sakari comes away with it. Little chase on for Ogam. He's got some pace about him, but Kolonji is quick to react. The TP Mazembe man steers the ball away from danger. Nearly recovered by Sakwa. Mkonzi has possession. Problems for Kenya. Onyango is the player down, and they looked like they had the ball in a good position. The referee Jerry Giovanni noting that Onyango was down, halts play. Two players struggling with cramp, it seems, in the closing stages of this tie. And the dignitaries watch on. watchful gaze of CAF President Dr. Patrice Motsepe and His Excellency William Ruto, Kenyan President. Onyango making his way to the near side. Pretty much doing for his country what he does for his club. Ball progression and circulation. Crispin Irambo is being summoned by Benny McCarthy. And it's interesting that he might be using Irambo here, who was not part of the initial squad. Marvin Nabwira as well. Oh, maybe a problem here. Another free kick to Kenya. Marvin Nabwira as well wasn't part of the initial squad, the provisional squad, but he was named in the final squad. Ndombele gets as far away from the action as possible. Chili Chavani though is summoning him. Bushiri back on his feet. And Onyango back on the park. Looks like Benny McCarthy's going to make a triple change here. Looking to round out an opening day victory are Kenya. This tournament, a platform for so many players, many young who are playing on the international stage for the very first time, showcasing their ability. Nearly 50 countries entered the qualifications. 19-team Chan tournament this is. "15 minutes plus added time to play." Democratic Republic of Congo know they're running out of time if they are to overturn an opening day defeat. They know the significance of claiming an opening day victory. And they're a side that have advanced past the group stages in all but one of their previous appearances. And that was last time out in Algeria. Maybe a chance here, and foiled. Waku goes high. Broke between two defenders, got a chance to finish. Owino backtracking. Looked to head the ball, I think, back towards his keeper. Left it short, allowed Mwaku the opportunity to strike it. He hit it firmly, and wildly off target. Omondi getting play back underway. Brought down by Nabwire. Free kick and a yellow card as well for Ndombele. Pushed it down the far side, Mushiri showing his pace. Ndombele, certainly the replay shows the significant arm movement from the usually central defender who's playing as a right back today. It's a free kick in a very handy position. Omondi is going to make his way on. He, Irambo and Kibwage all coming on for Kenya in a triple substitution for Benny McCarthy. They're doing it before the set piece on the far side. David Sakwa They're still jostling for a position inside the 18-yard area. He's not noticed the board up. Chili Chavani is asking the players to look towards the substitutions board, and indeed he's gone over to ask David Sakwa to leave the field. Sakwa with the assist for Austin Odiambo's goal. On comes Ben Stanley Omondi, the 21-year-old from Gor Mahia. Ogum makes way as well. As Mike Kibwage makes his way on now, one of two Tusker changes. The other is to be Crispin Irambo, who comes on for Alpha Onyango. Fine performance in midfield for Alpha Onyango. It's an opportunity here for Crispin Irambo to impress, the Kibera-born player, who only replaced Swale Pamba in the squad after it was discovered he had a medical condition. So from the set piece, delivery in, and that'll be out for the corner. Kenya maintain their advantage inside the DR Congo final third. Applying pressure. I think he got a touch on it before it hit Kalonji and then went out of play. So from the corner, delivery in, and Ifonge reaches up and claims it between his fingertips, and that was cynical and silly, and it'll earn a caution for the new man on Kibwage. 10 minutes to go, Kenya lead by a goal. Ifonge had it, Kibwage chasing him, looks to disrupt the distribution by Ifonge. Kibwage on in the 78th minute, cautioned in the 80th. Clearance here by Kibwage though. Abud needs a little touch away. Kept alive. Dombele. Mikamishe down that far side. Kalonji. Kayembe's come a little further forward. There's Mukonzi. Seeking space. Kibwage away. Big tall frame of Kibwage. Known for his composure on the ball, the former AFC Leopards and KCB man. Another international who goes back a good few years, made his debut against Eswatini in 2018. DRC, 15 shots at goal, only 2 have been on target, incidentally. Kenya, half a dozen. They've got the all-important goal. Here's Sakari. Away by Kulonji. Zema picks up on it. And they're going to make another change here, and it's going to be the last roll of the dice from Otis Ngoma. He's going to be bringing on his most attacking player on the bench, Waku. Very fortunate to get on the end of that. Referee Journey Chivani saying nothing wrong as Nabuira came away with it. Kenya through, one-on-one and steered wide. Wonderful opportunity from Ben Stanley Omondi. The flag is up for offside. Wouldn't have counted regardless. But for a confidence perspective, you want to be hitting the target from that situation. End-to-end stuff. Austin Odiambo with a fine ball through. Ben Stanley Omondi just unable to time his run. And as that ball goes out of play, the indirect free kick to take place, we are going to see one final change. And it's going to be that of the captain making way. Mika Mishe is off. And on in his place is Tony Talasi. The striker, only 19 from Angevin. Bold move by Odison Ngoma, looking to see his side claim something from this fixture. From the corner. It's not cleared. Omondi will gather. Nabwire nodding it right down into the turf, but smothered by Omondi. Man who's been at Bandari now for a year and a half after joining from KCB. Well, taking a little too long, and what that means is corner. 8 seconds. If you haven't released the ball, it's a corner to your opponent. Now, Democratic Republic of Congo are very strong from this situation. They proved that in qualifying, and many of these players proved that playing for their club sides in continental competition. They've had 2 free headers from set-piece situations in and around the 18-yard area so far. Basiala delivers. The header is there to be had, but it's ballooned by Mogonzi. Omondi with the apologetic hands raised. Minutes plus added time for Kenya to register a historic victory. They have an opportunity to do something special against regular competitors at Chan, and indeed 2 multiple champions in this group. Irambo goes all the way back to Omondi. Kenya have got Angola in 4 days' time. And then they face another 2-time champion Morocco next Sunday, then conclude the following Sunday against Zambia. Perennial contenders in international competition, Zambia. This has been termed the group of death, and rightly so. Free kick to Democratic Republic of Congo. They themselves know they've got a testing fixture list as we look back at Milton Kayembe going down. Free kick to the Leopards. They've got Zambia in their next match as Zambia make their first appearance in the 2024 edition of this African Nations Championship. That's in 4 days' time before they face Angola a week later, and then they finish against 2-time champions Morocco. Set to be one of the standout fixtures of the group stages. 4 titles between DRC and Morocco. That'll be the final group game. Long range, and it's high. Kabwiti was needed to take responsibility. He's still young, is Oscar Kabwiti. He's only 20. But it's what he's achieved already. Full international, who's shown his strength, his agility, his clinical finishing for club and country. That has seen him as one of the more anticipated stars for this Democratic Republic of Congo side. Title-winning sides led by Mutubili Santos in 2009, Florent Ibenge in 2016. Ngoma took over from Ibenge ahead of Algeria, the last edition. All around the stadium here in Nairobi, we see Pamoja, the tournament slogan, the Swahili word meaning together. And what we've seen from Kenya throughout the bulk of this tie is a togetherness, a harmony. Pamoja signifies unity and collaboration, working in harmony, and that's precisely what Kenya have done, and what they're looking to do with both Tanzania and Uganda as co-hosts of this tournament. It's certainly layered. Dombele There's Mukonzi. 11 players behind the ball for Kenya. McCarthy is fuming instructions from his technical area. Mukonzi drops his head. Ball out of play, and Aboud will be in no rush to take the throw. A little more muted now is Benny McCarthy, the genuine superstar in his playing days, up against Ngoma, who actually got his coaching career underway in France, in Valenciennes, rather than in Democratic Republic of Congo. Kayembe's been caught by Aboud. Nabuire. No, Kayembe's down. There's a couple of players down. Chili Chavadi has gone straight to the yellow card here. Nabuire immediately apologetic. Kenya police player picking up a 90th minute yellow card. Swinging leg. Thankfully there was little momentum in it. Kayembe's back on his feet. He's ready to continue. Basiala over this free kick as we hit the 90-minute mark. 7 minutes of time has been added on. 7 minutes for Kenya to hold on. Number 7 for DRC stands over the ball. They're down by a goal. Basiala. It's high. Omondi looked to have that covered though had it been on target. Masiala throws his head back in frustration. They've had 19 shots at goal. Only 2 have been on target. The Leopards certainly feel they'll have some work to do in the remainder of their fixtures if indeed they don't manage to escape with something from this tie. Anderson Goma can bring a tactical approach to this side. He usually emphasises disciplined defence and swift counters. They've tried to play to that, but Benny McCarthy's side have unlocked Democratic Republic of Congo, all importantly through Austin Odiambo. Left back Kukulea to take the set piece from just inside the Kenyan half. It's a lofted ball, and Wandi's gathering underneath it, and he claims comfortably and receives an enormous cheer. The two-time champions, Democratic Republic of Congo, are just minutes away from failing to win any of their last 5 African Nations Championship matches. Here's the goal scorer. Can he find a second? Mukonzi, well positioned, gets his head in the way and steers it away. And now they hit on the counter. This is where they can be very dangerous indeed. Basiala looked to be jumping out of the path of a challenge rather than caught by a challenge. Nabuire back to his position. Rija caught him. Here's the delivery, and again Omondi comes out and claims Owino might have been a little in his path and in his eye line as that ball came floating in, but he claims it comfortably, much to the delight of the near capacity crowd. Irambo, Mushiri, back he goes, Mushiri. Good to see Mushiri playing again, although he finds himself on his belly on the turf. He had a 3-year absence from the national team. He was recalled last year to the Harambee Stars lineup. former Tusker man, but the military man from Ulinzi Stars, stands up and is ready to be counted for Kenya in the closing moments of this tie. The Leopards still want to play. Ngoma on the edge of his technical area, screaming instructions. McCarthy a little more muted, but clapping his hands, hoping to inspire an opening day victory for Kenya in Nairobi. Gombele around the outside of it. Abu closes him down. Excellent challenge from the captain, who gestures to the crowd, and they do not disappoint. But so far, it's the visiting fans who find themselves a little crestfallen and dejected. There's despair and anguish in the reactions of the supporters of Democratic Republic of Congo. Came to the stadium full of expectation and might leave it with significant disappointment. There's still time for an equaliser at least. It's not going to come with shots like that. Bukelea this time guilty of missing the target. 20 shots at goal, only 2 on target. And again, a shake of the head from the man in charge. Only 2 teams make the quarterfinals from this very strong Group A. Morocco, 2-time champions. Angola, recently rising in stature on the continent. Zambia, perennial contenders. DRC, 2-time champions. And then debutants, Kenya. So a win would be enormous for Kenya as they start their campaign. Cleared. Nabwire there. Austin Odhiambo collects. Then Stanley Omondi was making a run, but he's gone to the opposite flank. Mushiri was asked to chase. Austin Odhiambo, 90 seconds away from celebrating a victory with his teammates. There is always host nation pressure, but it does seem today that the home crowd has helped rather than weighed on the Harambee Stars. Kenya have largely controlled possession. They've controlled tempo for large parts of this game. Referee says it was nothing but ball. Play on. DRC do exactly that. Kabwit finds Kazema. And that delivery is going to float over the crossbar. And Josue Kazema can't pick out a teammate into the final minute of added time. Kenya are edging closer. DRC, who are perfect so far in their friendlies leading up to the African Nations Championship, may fall to defeat in the tournament proper. Leopards hunting redemption, may not find it here. Kenya looking to start with a clean sheet, looking to start with a victory. Omija initially worked the ball away from Waku. At the end of this tie, and it's a historic result for Kenya, a historic debut. The 33rd nation to feature in the competition begins their campaign with a win on home soil. The co-hosts have done it, and Austin Odhiambo has scored the only goal of the game. Just moments before half-time, teed up by David Sakwa, Austin Odhiambo made the final charge and found the finish that determines the outcome. It's decisive, and it's Kenya who start on the front foot. They've beaten Democratic Republic of Congo by 1-0 in Nairobi. Benny McCarthy taking the plaudits, but also acknowledging